Hi guys, welcome back to Flipping Motors UK. So today I'm actually on my way back from Brighouse. I've just picked up a nice Vauxhall Insignia 2-litre diesel SRI for a pretty reasonable price. I've been selling cars like I don't know what, so I need to replace them just as quick, or the brakes go on and everything grinds to all, obviously. Managed to pick this up quite quick. I could have done with another car today, but I have failed to buy anything, so I'll be looking all weekend. It is Friday now. So far everything seems really good with this car. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you around it and see what your thoughts are. The auctions at the moment, the prices have been absolutely ridiculous. I'm really struggling to get anything for a reasonable price. Sold 3 cars so far this month. The cheap KA that went out on the 1st. We had the Ford C-Max that sold. I had a message after 10 minutes of being advertised, and it was gone in less than an hour. Nice profit on that. And the Focus sold in a couple of days too. I don't think you got to see that car, but it was a lovely 1.6 C-Tech. Lady very happy with it, left a deposit straight away and came the following morning, this morning, for the car. Okay, so it's been a good month for the Fords. I've bought the Vauxhall now. Let's see how this one goes. Here she is, a Vauxhall Insignia. So this particular one is a 2-litre, yes, your beefer is still there. It's a 2-litre turbo diesel SRI. It's only 130 horsepower one actually. Most of them are 160, but I mean, it's got enough power to be honest. So yeah, I had a nice drive home. Didn't have any issues at all. I've been driving around it today. Been a busy little Saturday. Quite productive actually. It's a nice icy blue colour. I don't know what you'd call it. So it's actually 2 colours. You can see the bumper's been painted at some point. It's slightly off. Not as bad as it's showing on camera, but I mean, to be fair, I think the back bumper's had the same. 15-year-old car. Would you expect it to have had some paint? Because I've not been well watered. My driving's not that good. But yeah, so it's been it's to a satisfactory standard, but I don't think it's the best paint job ever. I think once the car's all polished up and so on, and the colours all come up right, I don't think it'll be too bad. It will clean up well. It certainly has the feel of a well looked after car. So we've got Avon tyres, which are what, mid-range, mid to high, 18-inch wheels, and the tyres are about 6 to 7 millimetres. The front discs have been fairly recently replaced, and there's certainly no feels of any brake drudge like we had on the Golf. It's a little bit wet today, so, and the car is a bit dirty too. I've probably done about 100 miles in it, if not more. Avon tyre again. It's a little bit flat there. We'll see if we can get some air in it actually. Same matching 6 to 7 millimetres on there. And all the suspension seems alright. I know it was advised on the bottom arms on the last MOT, so we'll get Jim to check them out, see if they're worth doing. It's due a service. I've just reset the light, the oil light that is, because service vehicle soon one comes up on the Vauxhalls, doesn't it, and that is a fault. Minor dint, we'll touch that in to make it look better. Mirror cover I've actually, because it was a very poor shade, it's been painted before at some point. So I've actually sent it off to be repaired. Well, not repaired, painted. Shouldn't be too expensive, but it'll make a massive difference to the looks of the car. It stands out like a sore thumb at the moment. A little bit of rust starting up here around the windscreen. We'll do the best we can with that to preserve it, get it looking right. But overall, it's a fairly tidy car. Got these latest style alloy wheels with some very minor curb marks on them. I think they're a nice looking car, these Insignias. I've had loads now. This is probably about the 6th one I've had or something, and they've all been a 2-litre diesel engine. Fantastic engine. You do have some gearbox issues that you have to look out for. What was the one? I think it's if the bearings are gone on the gearbox, as you on and off you accelerate, you can feel the gear stick rocking slightly. That's something to watch for. This one has no such thing. It starts and drives absolutely fantastic without fault. It's a tidy car inside and out. In fact, inside, it's a very tidy car. Outside, I think it's pretty reasonable for its age and mileage, which I'll show you shortly. One thing I can't show you is in the boot, because it doesn't open. I'm not exactly sure why. It's still not fixed, so there's something not wrong there. Something not right there, sorry. Have I left the keys in the ignition as well? No, I haven't. I'll have to jump back in and go and get them for you. There we go, we do have 2 keys. One of them is without its blade, which I believe is in my key safe. 2 moments. Yeah, so it works fine, but there's no blade in it. I've been quoted £45 to have that repaired. I'll probably go ahead and do that, to be honest. We've got 2 working keys. The Golf, I've had a very minor start on that. I haven't done much, to be totally honest with you. A few bits I want to get looked at on that. But I've put some brand new discs and pads on it this morning. The brake pad wear light is still on. I believe that's due to a slightly damaged wire just above the connector. So I'll get Jim to have a look with that, as he's good with all the wiring side of things. It's probably something I could do, but he's going to be checking it over anyway, and the car will be right. Anyway, obviously got 2 tyres to do it and the exhaust blow, so that's keeping us busy. And I've also got an inner door handle for my BMW, the grey one that I've had as a bit of a project. There we go. So both the keys do work. Inside, it must have just been valeted or something. These always come in a right state. But this one, it's super clean. It smells very, well, it's a very Vauxhall smell, but it's not dirty or anything. Anything in the boot? Don't think they've left us anything, but we'll have a little look in there. I'll see if I can get that open and see. We need to try and find out what it's going to need to get that working again. Again, set of mats in there fitted. The seat in very nice condition, no wear on the bolsters at all. Well, I mean, look round here, this gloss black bit always gets all scratched up. That's the car of someone that, well, looks after the car, isn't it? I'd certainly think. There's nothing I can find that doesn't work. I've had a busy day buying cars today. I actually bought 1 car after the other. And I think the auctioneer must have thought there was something wrong with me, because I've failed for the last couple of days because everyone's been going for far too much money. There we go. 2 litres, like I say, I've had these on 130, 150k before. This one's done 104, which isn't too bad. Do have a little bit of service history. Get the car started up. There you go, starts and drives absolutely lovely. Like I say, I can't fault it. Certainly sounds healthy. They're really good on fuel, these as well, I always find. Nice drive, 6 gears. Not the best gear change, but it's a Vauxhall. I don't think they ever were with her. Electronic parking brake, more to go wrong, but it works, so I'm not complaining. Radio, all your different buttons for the climate all work. Like I say, it's just in really nice condition. I noticed on the way back, because I got it from Brighouse, obviously. Just look how tidy the steering wheel is. You've normally got wear on these, haven't you? But it really is in nice condition. You've got these all peeling off, all scratched. But no, the lady that's had this car since 2016 has done a good job of looking after it by the front and rear bumpers that she's obviously managed to scuff, and the mirror cap that she's managed to hit. But yeah, everything's all good. Let's have a look under bonnet. Only front electric windows. That's quite poor actually, isn't it, for a 62 plate SRI Insignia? Oh well, less to go wrong, I guess. Really healthy sounding engine. There's a couple of scratches on that bonnet there. I don't know if you can see that. Good, healthy sounding engine. We will get this all cleaned up, get it looking nice. But yeah, all seems to be in really good condition, to be totally honest. It's a bit green, might have to have a look into that. All the oil was good. It is due a change, so I will get it serviced. The coolant, I haven't had to top up or anything. Nice straight looking car, certainly can't find any issues. No signs of any oil leaks, coolant leaks, nothing like that. So that's good. Let's get switched off, see if there's anything else we can see. That belt's pretty new, which could be a very good sign regarding the timing belt. I haven't had a full look through all the service history and whatnot yet, but we have got plenty there. That's just air conditioning thing, isn't it? But yeah, what else? So I don't want to get a wire brush on that, just make sure that's not stopping anything. Green and electrics or terminals are never good, so if that's potentially like an earth or something, it might stop it working, so we'll get that all cleaned up. Brake fluid, that should be a decent neck. Oh, there we go. It's a decent level, it's fairly clean. Like I say, I think all the discs and pads have been replaced all round pretty recently. Oh, didn't like something there, did it? But yeah, all the brakes are, these ones here are pretty new really. But I've had a look underneath, can't see any issues. I think it was advised for the subframe on the last MOT, the rear one. I mean, come on, I don't know what some of these MOT testers are on. And I'll actually try and show you it, because there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. That's pretty tidy really, isn't it? I think they've been a little bit picky. I've just put a fresh set of number plates on it. Reset the service light ready. Not Jim's light for forgetting them. Didn't check the back tyres, did we? It's got about 5mm remaining on it. And Emira A1, very nice. Sounds a bit Turkish or something, doesn't it? And this one is a Gren Plus. I'm guessing that's a Grenlander or something. It'll be something like that one. It's an extra load, very good. That one does have about 6mm remaining on it, so we should be absolutely great. What do you think? Have we got a good buy? You know what I've paid for it yet? £775 plus the fees, which comes out at £1,050, which means, well, I think it's pretty good value for money, to be totally honest with you. I'm going to get inside now because it's getting a little bit warm, a little bit cold, sorry. But yeah, I think I've got a good buy with this Insignia. 775 plus fees, 1,050 picking a car up and missing a train. Well, the train being late cost me a bit, so we'll say about 1,100 quid. Get all the plates, service parts and a service. What else is there to do? Get the boot open, so that's obviously going to be a switch or something. We'll have a little look into that, and from there I guess it's see what Jim can find on a ramp. I haven't had a look at the Auto Trader retail in my head because I've done a few Insignias. This one with this mileage has got to be absolute minimum 1995. Really, I should probably be asking 2,200 quid. What I've been doing with some of these cars, including the ones that have sold pretty much straight away, is thinking of the price and then just adding £100 to it, that extra £100. Sometimes you might have to do a bit of a deal for the customer, but then at least you're getting what you were going to be wanting originally. I mean, I don't think £100 going to put someone off a car, is it? So I don't know, this one I might put it up for like 21.50 or something when it's all done. I don't advertise my cars till they are fully prepared. I sometimes put out a bit of a pre-warning. Look what I've got coming in. I've got an Insignia coming in, and we've got a couple of others too. From BCA one this morning. One in McGann, 1.6 petrol. That's going to need a little bit of work. Don't think it's got an MOT in it. Sounds like it might have an exhaust leak. A couple of suspension bits and bobs, brakes and what have you. And then what else have we got? I own a Mondeo as well, so that could be a good one to have alongside the Insignia. For both pretty similar cars. Mondeo slightly more powerful, higher specification. It's a titanium, really nice ST style alloy wheels. And that's on an 11 plate, but I think it's going to be similar money to the Insignia, to be totally honest with you. So say for example someone comes to test drive this and they don't like it, at least then I can go, well, I've got this Mondeo that I've just bought as well. But the only downside is I haven't really got any first cars at the moment. I've got a Golf GTI, Tiguan, Ibiza, which is a 1.6, which is obviously putting quite a few people off. It's 255 quid a year to tax. Probably going to redo the advert on this, just take some fresh pictures and so on, get it back to the top of people's queue when they're looking for cars. Someone will have it. I'll just make sure it's cheap enough. I know there's a bit of money in the car, so why not? We'll be absolutely fine, I'm sure. But for the Insignia, have I got a good buy? Would you have bought this? I'm certainly not regretting it, so I'd hope so, but I know some people don't have the best reputation with these, do they? And then we've also got the GTI to get sorted. The Tiguan's nearly there now. Do want to give that a good valet, but it seems it did have a flexi pipe welded on, and it seems as though there's a leak from where the is it like where the turbo meets the DPF or something? The clamp's slightly leaking round there, so it's letting fumes into the cabin. I'm going to have to get that sorted. Obviously, if it needs all flanges and all that, again, I'll get it done, because it's got to be right, hasn't it? My old girl, again, we'll get there. It's still used as a desk, but I'll probably sell this shortly, so if anyone is interested, I'd do a good deal on it. It's got an ABS light on and whatnot. The locking doesn't work. It works manually now because I've got it sorted, but electric remote locking. And I think it's the oil level sensor as well, the one that's at the bottom of the sump. That's reading incorrectly, so the oil light comes on for a little bit as you start it up. But it's a common fault on these old E46s. But yeah, I need to get something done with that really, especially for summer. It'd be a nice car to go out in. It's a lovely car, low mileage, and I think I'm only the third owner on it as well. 325 manual too. The Golf, again, I don't think we're a million miles away. That'll be going into gyms on Monday. I did bring it down the other day. We had to bring it back, so my sister's car had a fault, and obviously I wanted that at the front of the queue so she could get to work and back and so on. But yeah, I've been pretty busy, to be fair, and still enjoying being self-employed. And I'll probably do another video next week with the 2 cars I've bought from BCA. Thank you all again for watching. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe for more related content and updates on these cars. But like I say, everything else is gone. Focus gone. C-Max gone. That sold in an hour. Busy week. Thanks again for watching. Take care now. See you later.